but kind of close, we'll give it to him. Okay. New to this, very new to this. Only a few short poems, so I'll try not to screw it.
Woo! Don't worry.
I've noticed something recently. What does it say about women, or what does it say about me that I usually feel powerful in a blazer or pants, but not in a dress? We fought so hard to get out of our house-made dresses, and now we can wear what we want. But why does that have to mean that we'll only be taken seriously in men's clothes? Why can't I be professional in a fit and flare dress with pumps, like the 6-inch heel ones? Why do I have to dress down my femininity to get respect? Shorten my heels, cover my curves, with a blazer that covers my tiny shoulders to give me artificial shoulders to look like a male swimmer. We're teaching young girls that they can wear what they want, that they are allowed, even sometimes encouraged, to dress like a boy. Tell them they are powerful and strong in a jumpsuit. But who's telling that girl in a pink tutu that she's just as powerful? I want that day to come when, no matter what the woman is wearing, she's professional and treated as such.
Woo!
So my next one is called Edina versus 94th and Cretan. This salmon has too much flavor on it. A comment from a woman in a country club restaurant in Edina. I never realized how much food we wasted until I was the one doing it. My job requires me to throw away platefuls of food, hours on end. But yay us, now we have recycling, trash, and compost, so we can feel a little bit better about ourselves for wasting that $50 ribeye. Wrong. I don't feel better about this. I don't feel better about this at all. How can we even have this helpful policy that lets me not take home food from the kitchen? I get to dump potfuls of soup every night. Potfuls that could go to feed so many people. Maybe we don't care because in Edina, there aren't people standing at the stoplights. We have to drive 2 whole miles to 62nd and Penn for that 2 whole miles. In Edina, country clubs are dropping $200, give or take 100. Yet, I feel the weight of my wallet when I don't give the $5 I know I have to the man named Christopher Jr. on 94th and Cretan. People call me stupid for doing this, but I see it as God sees it. He gives us countless chances, and we fuck them all up. But why can't I do the same? Yes, he might go spend it on drugs, but who am I to assume? Maybe he needs it. He probably does. But who am I to assume? So I'm going to keep giving my $5. But that's in St. Paul. Back in Edina, rich old men are spending $50 on ribeyes while rich old women on $30 salads that never actually get eaten and ultimately end up in the trash. All that wasted food is enough to feed that line on Highway 5 of tents. But nope, ends in the trash. One day, I might just lose it, and that day, the man on Penn and 62nd will be eating a $50 ribeye on someone else's dime. This one's yellow, and yeah. I think it's funny how my favorite color is yellow. It hasn't always been yellow forever. Maybe only for a year or so. You know how it is. It changes from pink when you're a kid to blue, then to red, and every other color imaginable. But in the past year, I spent 2 months in a different country. These months where I found myself for the first time in more than 2 years not wanting to kill myself at least once in a day. For 2 years, I had to, on a daily basis, forcibly push the thoughts out of my mind, from my hands. This summer, I lived in another world, another country that felt so like home, my mind was at peace. My mind was at peace, my hands were at peace. I was busy thinking about poverty and with the beauty around me. My hands were busy holding children who didn't quite know how to form their bodies to minds they've never been held that way. I was so at home with my urges, they were gone. I found what home meant. It isn't a place with doors and windows, creepy basements, or dusty attics. It's the place where you feel alive, not only alive, but want to be alive. So, why is it funny my favorite color is yellow? Yellow is the color for suicide awareness. What's not as funny is that now I'm here. I'm here is what I call home. All my mind does is long to be somewhere else. All my hands want to do is hold someone else who won't be held otherwise. So, yellow is my favorite color, and my mind is becoming more and more aware of more important things.